Alright, unboxing time indeed, as I like to say every time. And this one will be brought to you by this. No, it's not alcohol, it is root beer. I like drinking it out of the glass. Soda, that is. Here we are. A PlayStation Vita, which you already knew I was unboxing, so it's not a surprise because of the title. But, yeah, this one was $199.99, and it's the Wi-Fi model, not the 3G, because well, I have Wi-Fi at home and I don't really need to go out and about with this one of these for a while. I was doing a quick debate at the store where I bought this from. As you see, it's used. It's got a bit of a damage on the box. However, it's in the box, so I got the mystery unboxed. Maybe it got all the stuff in here. Let's take a look at the box. On the top, I'll have to look this up because it is a pretty big box, and excuse me for all the wiggly jigglies. It's got a nice pretty picture of it. It says PS Vita, Sony, blah blah blah. Yeah, and it says here's the killer, which really bothers me about when Sony does this, is PS Vita memory card sold separately, and it only works with PS Vita memory cards. You know, you can't just use other standards like SD cards or micro SDs. That would be too hard. Yeah, Wi-Fi. I'll have to block this out. I don't know what this is. Serial for registration. It says on this side, it says PS Vita again. It's the crystal black Nor crystal. Nor. On the back, we have let's see, connect, play, share, and explore. PlayStation Network, of course. Okay. Anyways, to play games, a PlayStation Vita card, memory card, or both is needed. Contents. PlayStation Vita system, AC power cord, USB cable, AC adapter, printed material, made in China. I don't think made in China is in the box. Yeah. Actually, it's just the little star thing. And apparently most of everything, well, okay, Vita, AC adapter are made in China. Printed materials and AC power are mysterious places they're from. And it's a region-coded one. Beautiful. We love region coding, don't we? Anyways. Ooh, my own Vita. Welcome to the world of PlayStation. I've already been in the world of PlayStation. I have a PS3, and I've had one since 2007. Let's open this little flap up. It looks like they put it away. It looks kind of like a laptop charger in my shaky hand. The world's favoriteest proprietary connecting whatnots. What is this? Oh. This is, I don't know what this is yet. It's got the power there, and it has USB on the other. Interesting. Oh, must be a USB setup majiggy. I don't know, I'll figure it out. And here we have the Vita itself. I'm holding a Vita. It does have a very nice large screen, which will be nice for watching Netflix and stuff. A lot better than my smartphone, my iPhone example. There it is, for example. Hello. Guide de mise en route. Is this French or what? Oh, Spanish? Guide de mise en route? That sounds... Oh, it is French. I am right. France. Oh, is this sold in Canada? Usually we get Spanish and English stuff. This one is apparently French and English. So that is really interesting. That is kind of interesting. Maybe it's just northern... I don't know. That's weird because, I mean, in Wisconsin here we have a lot of Hispanic-speaking people as well. In the cities especially. What is this? This warranty whatnot? Oh, it's the same thing. But I found the English version. Quick start guide. Using your Vita, in case you're retarded. That's a little flap. Unopened things. Here is the safety guide in English. I don't feel like opening that. I think that's in English. I guess they don't include a French manual. Oh, it's in half English, half French. PlayStation Protection Plan. Oh, what the heck? I wanted 3 free months of PlayStation Plus. Why did I not get? Alright, what's in this one? EA Sports. What? Why does it say EA Sports? Okay. I don't know what that is. What's this? Oh, these are the AR playing cards. Interesting. These have never been opened yet. And the PlayStation Protection Plan in French and English. So yeah. Alright, hello and welcome to the PS Vita review. Yes, indeed. Here we have the Vita. As you can see, it's a fingerprint magnet-y. Yes, it is. However, it is a very pretty device. It's got the, Sony always makes very nice looking pretty devices. It's got nice little touches and and trims and all the gubbins and the whatnots, and it feels nice and proper and everything. Like normal, Japan got this first in December of 2011. However, North America and Europe got it in February of 2012. For some reason, they feel that they deserve things first. I don't know why. I think, it might make sense to release things everywhere at the same time. Then I won't have the problem of people trying to import things and problems like that. I don't know. Maybe, I could see not being able to release it all in one day everywhere in the same place, but maybe a couple days in delay. Maybe not months. Some companies have done years. That's ridiculous. So yeah. Inside this thing is a quite powerful little processor. It's a quad-core ARM Cortex-A9. I believe that's the same one that's in the iPad. I don't know if that one's a quad-core in the iPad or not. Is it? I don't know. But I believe it's got like the same one. So it's quad-core and it's rated at 2 gigahertz. 512 megabytes RAM. You may think that's not a lot, but for a little console with a custom-built firmware and all that stuff, it's fine. It's also got a quad-core Power VR GPU, which I also think is in some phones and tablets, like the iPhone and the Galaxy S3, and I don't know if the S4 has it now or not. I don't remember. But it's got pretty powerful graphics, but it does better graphics than the iPhone and iPad and the Galaxy S3, mainly because this is made for it. And I don't think they're quad-core. I think they're like tri-core in the phones and stuff. The display is a 5-inch OLED QHD display. So it is a nice high-definition display. It's in kind of a weird ratio, 960 by 544. But, yeah, it's really, really pretty. I mean, I can just turn it on here quickly. There you can say, oh my goodness, I can show you. I have a message. But, yep, there it is. And it's got lots of little connecty wireless connectors. This is the Wi-Fi model, so it's not 3G, but you can get the 3G one if you want to hook it up to AT&T and play on the go. However, you cannot play against friends on 3G, I think, which is kind of weird, and kind of defeats some purposes. However, I could see, like, hey, you're out and about and you want to buy a game and download a game with 3G, you're fine. And another example, one of my coworkers who did not have Wi-Fi at the time, now he does. I gave him my old router that I wasn't using, so now he does. But he was originally going to buy the 3G one because he didn't have Wi-Fi at his home, so he could have the internet connection. They told him not to get it because there's no AT&T 3G coverage. However, a few months later, they built a tower like a block away from his house. So there's literally a cell phone tower with 4G, 3G as well, of course, pointing at his living room window. So he's like, damn. Oh well, but I said, here, have some Wi-Fi. Yeah. It's got Wi-Fi B, G, and N, which is great. You can go all fast internet speeds on here on your wireless. There was a problem with some of the other PSPs and stuff. They only had Wi-Fi B. And I think some had G. I don't know. Most of them were Wi-Fi B, which is the slowest bloody wireless connection ever. So it'll take 10 years to download a game. It has the 3G ones at 3G, of course, and has Bluetooth 2.1. enough about the specification gubbins. Let's take a look at the device. Here's the beautiful 5-inch display on the front. It is multi-touch capacitive, of course. Here we have the kind of like the trademark Sony D-pad. However, instead of being like plastic in between the connectors, they're all kind of connected into one, which actually isn't too bad. They feel really nice, and they click just fine. They're actually better than the DS ones, I think, because this whole thing kind of moves nicely. And here we have analog nubs, actual analog sticks. They don't just slide around like the PSP one. Pretty nice. We have a speaker over here, and forgive my thumb, I cut it. So I'll point with this finger. Here's the PS button. This is like kind of like the home button and all that. It also doubles as a light. As you can see, it is glowing slowly blue, as it will fade in and out. There it goes. That faded out, and you will now see it fade blue back in again here in a second. I mean, there it goes. That means I have a notification. If it blinks blue constantly, I think it's something like it's going to go to sleep or something. And if it's blue constantly, it's on, of course. And if it's orange and the battery's low, you know, yada yada. Also, it's orange if it's charging. On the right side, it's the standard PlayStation buttons, the X, square, triangle, circle, a dual analog nub, or not a nub, a stick. Sorry, it's not a nub, it's a stick. Very nice. And yes, we can have duals for 3D, proper 3Ding. Start and select, of course. They're kind of really in there small, and sometimes I've found kind of hard to hit when you can't see. And another speaker, as well as a camera, a front-facing camera, which is actually pretty rubbish. I'll show some video off of the front camera now. And here's a video from the PS Vita's front-facing camera. Does it do the same thing? Yep. It almost seems to be the same quality camera on both the front and the back. That's something different. Anyways, everything's kind of washed out and blurry. Goodbye. Were you impressed? Probably not. Yeah, it's basically for general use type deals. It's got this kind of little flary out hole design on this, which on the other side is hollow, which is kind of a stinker on that, I think. But I think it's for, you know, you can hook up your lanyards and all that to it, which I don't know why you want to do that. R shoulder button, L shoulder button. Over here, volume rocker on the top, which I sometimes try to use as the unlock button. But yeah, volume rocker. Up here is a slot for something we don't really know yet. If I know, I'll put the little annotation or caption over this. It's kind of interesting. It's got a little port here, as you can see, as well as these two little holes. Like maybe you can mount something up there. I don't know. And this one is labeled PS Vita, and it's also got some scuffs on it. I didn't do that. And this is where the game cards go. There they are. They're like SD cards, but not really. I'm not going to really complain about the game cards, but I'm going to complain about the memory cards. And power, which, as you can see, will unlock it. Kind of slow, as you can see. But, I mean, if it's been sitting around for a little while, it will do that. And on the bottom, proprietary connector. You know, you couldn't just use a mini USB like everyone else has, you know, laying around the house, because, you know, even the PlayStation 3 you guys, Sony, made has, for the controllers, mini USB connectors to charge, which is really nice, because I have a bunch of those cables, and I can just plug a bunch in at a time. It's really handy. However, this one, if you lose it, you gotta go buy another. And here's a headphone jack, which you can also hook up to a headphone that has a microphone and use that to chat and stuff on games. And down here is where the evil thing lives, because there is no internal storage except for the stuff that the firmware is stored onto. But there it is. This is the evil little thing you have to buy, a PS Vita memory card. It's like a mini SD card, or micro SD, except for it's not, and it costs 10 times as more. This little 4 GB one was used and cost me $15. It's a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I can understand, like, in Ashton's review, he did the Vita, he explained, yeah, I know, I understand, it's got a lot of power on this, it's got the quad-core CPU, quad-core GPU, and just, it's, packed with all the latest features, so, keeping costs down, they didn't have internal storage, which is fine. But don't make up a freaking proprietary card. You already had one called the memory stick. Why don't you just use that at least? Those are around. I'm going to agree on Ashton's with this one very nicely. Don't make up proprietary things just for things. That's just ridiculous. That's why I only have a 4 gig. Because I just don't want to pay that much for that bazillions amount of memory. Because I know I'm going to run out soon. But yeah. That's a basic overview. Oh, also I should mention on the back, before my cat wants to join in on the video. Sorry. On the back is also a multi-touch capacitive type deal going on. So some games can use this back sensor type deal. And some people said, hey, what if you're holding the device like this? I do all the time, and it doesn't affect things when you're not playing a game that uses it, or an application that uses it, of course. So it's not a huge a deal, but if you have to, if it's sensing things and you don't want to touch it, kind of holding it like this, I can see kind of being a bugger. That I haven't had that deal, but you can't see because we're not in focus. There we are. Yet, so... Alright, I suppose we could turn it on and show the firmware. Oops, power. Let's get it focused on this. There you go. As you can see, this is the lock screen, which I have set a wallpaper of Ratchet. It shows the time, the date, and your connections up there and the time. And this is how you unlock it, of course. You peel away the thing, and you can do a bunch of things and make Ratchet's head kind of fall apart. And it also shows notifications. So let's unlock this by doing that. And now we're introduced to the home screen. Yes, it does play music every time, and you can of course turn that down. But yeah, music plays in the background. They're kind of doing that. I don't know, the Wii and the DS all do that. I don't know if they're copying that or not, but I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad. How this works, vertically is all your applications. Horizontally is all the running applications. Let me example. We'll start the Friends app here, and you can see all my friends. And yes, that's me. If you add me, I don't know if I'll add you or not. I usually don't add people that I don't know. But if you press the home button and swipe it over here, now you can see there's an app running, and you can just click it and go back to it. So, yes indeed, we have, actually I'm going to close that. We'll open trophies, why not, so I can just demonstrate it quick. So if I just want to quickly jump to Friends quickly, and go here, and oh, I want to check the Trophies app quick, and jump back. So it's kind of nice, and I could probably show you on the screen, shouldn't I? So yes, we have multitasking on here. So that's how this little thing up here works. These dots show you your vertical spots where you are in your applications, and up here is your horizontal. We're at home. Now we're the trophy app here, and this is the Friends. To close the app, you just peel it away. Kind of has the old feeling of WebOS to me, how you'd close the apps. You just kind of whoop, goodbye. So that's how that works. So that's your wireless connection up here, the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. You know what page you're on the horizontal scrolling. That shows the game card is plugged in, the time, the battery, and what I like to call the notification bubble. You just hit that, and you get your notifications. As you can see, I got a bunch, or a couple here. Like Jetpack has downloaded, a friend is online, and you get the little menu button so you can clear them. I'm going to click that. It opens up the message application. And there I can see I have a new message. Cat times. Because we were sending back and forth pictures of our cats. See, there's his cat. And here is mine. As you can see by the camera, the camera is not particularly fantastic. But that's how that basically works, and I will now demonstrate the applications. I kind of rearranged these. Well, I guess I can demonstrate that first. You can hold down just like the old iPhone and pick up and move around. They have this kind of weird little gritty majigger with an extra one there, and you can fill them all up, and that's how you do that. You can individually change the wallpaper of each of these little things. Like this one is set to this dark blue here. This one is set to this lighter blue. It's hard, I'm doing this through the viewfinder here. So yeah, and you can also hit the little menu things. You can create a folder. And we can now see the keyboard. And you can put things in there. So Sony's went far to add that. I think that's pretty neat of them. However, I don't need that as of right now. So I'm going to put that here. And take this out of that folder. And put that back there. And it deletes the folder. So there you go. That's how that works, and you can see they're big little dots type deals. Oh, and also when you go into this edit mode, in the pictures, wallpaper settings, you can choose pictures of actual pictures, so you don't have to have the little wavy background if you don't want one. But I like it because it moves. Ooh, pretty. So yeah, so let's start off here. Friends. I already showed you this. Also, before you open the app, it gives you this little card here, and it might have some other shortcuts, such as this little support thing. But I don't want to show you this yet. So that's that. That launches it, and this, if you scroll down, shows the recents with your friends. Like my friend has earned a trophy, and I've played that for the first time, and I've bought this and whatnot. But we can launch it there. So it's kind of hard to hold this on the screen. Here you can see all your friends. You can tell friends on the PlayStation Network who have a Vita because they'll have little designs. And as you can see there, I have a little design. This person has a little design. That person doesn't. This person does. This one is only Vita because that's why he has one. Like this one here, who is playing a very good game, Cracking Time. I could tell him that. I'd be like, oh hey, and launch that and go, oh, Cracking Time is bloody awesome, and stuff like that. Right there. This shows the game they're playing. This shows the trophy, whatnot. That's their near thing, but they don't have a PS Vita. Play history. I don't know. I don't think that works. But yeah, they have a little design in that little bar. I forget what they're called. And it has a little menu bubble. You can view, send a friend request, or view the block list. That's pretty much what the Friends app is there. Nothing too special. And here is messaging. This is how you kind of send messages back and forth. I've been sending one with this coworker. It's him making pizza. I'm going to take a photo. Let's switch it to the front. And there we go. I want to use that image. Now we'll save. Now I will enter a message. I still haven't got that down. Oh my god! There's no... Oh, there was the question mark. Send. and it will now send. It's kind of like text messaging, so that's pretty cool actually. So that adds a picture from the camera, or you can select one from there. This you can delete messages and or go into the settings, which I haven't done yet. I guess you can set it to receive the messages, so you don't have to forcefully send it. You can delete more, refresh it forcefully, and all that, and or create a new message. Very nice. And as you notice, it has these nice little animations, which is a very nice touch. I enjoy that stuff. PS Store, very important part. This is like the App Store, pretty much. You got a link up here. I don't know what that does. Oh, it's quick redeem codes, isn't it? I can only imagine. Support and or refresh, and this has a lot of quick little links to popular things, or you can just launch the store. Please wait, and I do not have a code. I do not wish to do that. So we have games, video, and PlayStation Mobile, which I'm not sure what that is yet. Quick little things going across the top. We have the all section featured. What's in featured? Really expensive games. Free to play, which are nice. Yes, and music plays. It's actually kind of nicely calming. Makes me want to play some games, actually. A certain game, not particularly because of the sound, but what kind of? It's got a tone. Never mind. Yeah. I have this game, and I didn't pay that much for the extra thing. Bentley's Hack Pack. Escape Vector, $10. All Stars Vita, $35. Holy majoli, $40 for Need for Speed Most Wanted. I have that on the PS3. I think I'll stick with that. You can see there are some apps there, but I'll get to that. New releases. The difference is, with this one, all the games are really good, however they're pretty expensive. There's not really a bunch of really crappy ones like you get on the iPhone and Android and all that. There are some really good games for those, of course, but there's also a bunch of really terrible ones, of course. Like Ashen's kind of, filter out millions of them or something, he said. So that's the Vita only games, free to play, cross games between the Vita and PS3. This one is if you buy it on the PS3, you also can get it on the Vita for no charge, which is pretty nice. However, it doesn't look like there are a bunch of those. There's the old PSP games, that you have to browse by this all type of deal, and I don't want to. I just can you just show me some featured ones? I don't know everything. Or you could just show me all of them. PS1s, minis, which are like those little apps like you get on the iPhone or whatever, and Android demos apps, which is interesting. Wake Up Club, which is an alarm clock. The Home Arcade, which is nice. Colors, which I don't know what that is yet. Colors is simply a robust painting application. Oh, I thought I downloaded. Oh, this one costs money. Why would a painting application cost money? Color or treasure pack. I don't know what this is. It's some game, it looks like. Nico, which is like a video website, I believe. Yeah. I never really go to Nico. Skype, which I already have. It's Skype, of course. Paint Park is another little drawing thing. Resistance, which is a game I thought was in an app. I don't know what this is. I don't care. Foursquare for it. That's kind of interesting, because this thing can detect your location. However, it's not very good at that, as I have found. Facebook, of course. Flickr, which I haven't downloaded. Live Tweet, which is Twitter. Netflix, Music Unlimited, and YouTube. Since I have not downloaded Flickr, I will demonstrate the download, which I've been having a problem with. I was told this wasn't always a problem. This is if you want to share it on that little stream. sometimes it gets stuck here. Down to this. I will. Alright, shall we try again? The nice thing about the Vita is it boots up very fast. And I'll demonstrate that. So let's hope this works this time. It usually does. There it goes. And it goes up into the little notification bubble, in which we can do that. The only thing is you can't actually access the notification bubble outside of the home screen. So yeah, you can't get to it anyway with your in-game or application, but you can quickly, minimize it and then click it and see. As you can see, it's downloading rather fast. So we'll close the store there, and it should finish downloading here in a second. And now it's installing. It does a weird little thing where it downloads it, installs it, and it also downloads an additional file, which I guess is like some sort of update deal. But there you go. As you can see, there's another thing it's downloading right now. It downloaded already Flickr for the PS Vita system, but it's also now downloading Flickr again, which confused me at first. I thought I'd accidentally downloaded it twice, and I deleted the second little thing, which ended up being very important. So I'll click this, and it won't be able to launch it. See, this is how you update apps. Is it has this little thing here, and you gotta click that, and then it will install that little thing that was up there. So there we go. And now I can clear that, and I can clear all my notifications. And then we can go to Flickr. But we'll go to that later because that's down the list. Near, which is I guess it was like Street Pass. However, it can't seem to get where I live because it says I live in Mar Vista, Los Angeles. And that is very incorrect. I mean, I have my Wi-Fi configured to the location. I've set my IP and my MAC address of my router to where I live. It should be able to get it, but maybe I need to update it. Let's see if it even will get it. I mean, my IP address should be able to tell it where that is remotely, and it won't do that. So you cannot obtain it. But it did before, but I think say it was in Mar Vista. Something. So we'll just forget that. It just basically is like people near you. Party, which is enjoy voice chat and play games with your friends. I've never done this, so let's click it. There are no parties. Would you like to create a party? No, I do not. There's not much to do here. I could make a little party, but I don't feel like it. So I'll close that. Welcome Park is, you can play little things, and I haven't gone very far in it yet. Nothing special there. We'll launch trophies. Why not? You can either see games just for the PS Vita here, or for your network. As you can see, I was playing that, and you can see all of the games. And I can show you this beautiful thing right here. This is the greatest game ever made. Look at that. Top of the heap. Boy! Sorry. I have all the trophies. Party time. And I'm going for that inject. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. There you go. Nothing special there. It's basically the viewing trophies. Photos. You can launch the photo app, go direct to the camera or gallery right away. We'll go to the camera. There we go. We have the camera on the rear. I forgot to show that when I made the thing. There's the camera on the rear. I forgot what the quality and megapixels and resolution is of that. I'll put that in the video. But yeah, I'll show you by taking a picture of an old palm. This takes pictures. This switches the video mode. That switches front and rear. That has GPS locating. That goes to the pictures you've taken. I don't know what that does. Oh, it changes the resolution. I see. And that shows the pictures you took. But we'll take one. And I'll put that on the video now. I hope you enjoyed that. It probably isn't a very good picture, but maybe it is. Maybe it's just showing up weird. We'll take one from the front. There you go. They almost seem like to be the same type of resolution deal. I don't know. I'll stick that picture in now. I hope you like that one. I'll switch. And we'll demonstrate the video. Here it is in video mode. For some reason it goes in this block mode. I swear I had it in a different mode before, but we'll stick in a video. Okay. So yeah, that's camera. Look at the gallery. It's pretty. Camera images. Here's of the computer area before I took yesterday. And here's a very fabulous picture of me, again, making a very obscene face. Yeah, nothing too special there. As you can see, it shows my laptop, and I'll show you that later. Remote play is where you can access the PS3. Let's see if I can do anything with that. First, register. I don't know if I want to do that right now. And this is where you can use it as a controller. Browser, now this is interesting. Oops, sorry. This shows all the recent pages, and this launches it, and that goes directly to PlayStation.com. However, we'll show you here. We'll just go to Google. I could just go to my favorites, because it's in there. And I have, please, there we go. As you can see, it loads pretty fast, pretty nice, and it has the full web page. As you can see, the screen is pretty large, so it is very capable of rendering full pages very nicely. I can demonstrate one. Those are not it. Well, let's go to PlayStation.com. They probably got a PlayStationized website, or a Vita looking website, or maybe we'll do the full. It does not do Flash or HTML5 that are, no, or does it? Because it's doing some sort of loading thing here. Well, it did something. As you can see, the screen is nice and large and loads pages rather nicely. I thought it did. It loads pretty quickly, and it zooms in very fast. I will now load up my Tumblr to demonstrate. .com. There you go. It loads pretty nice. As you see, Flash is required. Yeah, it loads pretty fast. It actually works as a pretty decent, yeah, we don't know what that is. Web browser. It just lacks things like the HTML5 and Flash, but otherwise, it is actually pretty fantastic. I was actually rather impressed by it because it's pretty fast. I mean, I remember using the old web browser on the PSP, and it was pretty crap, of course. But this one, however, is pretty fantastic. I mean, it goes fast and all that and such. The only thing that bothers me is that this toolbar over here, of course, is only set to web addresses, and this one's for search. I mean, that's kind of old-fashioned nowadays. You just use one bar to search and enter URLs. As you see, it just did Google Plus very nice there. Yeah, and then plus if you search from this little search toolbar, it uses, I'll just go like that. their custom search engine, which isn't as nice. I mean, I know it uses Google, but I'd rather be having actual Google, the actual Google website, not Sony's Google. But yeah, you can go back, and this goes to the top of the page over here. Back forward, this shows your tabs. This is your favorites, and this is menu, settings, blah 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 blah. Use pointer. What's that mean? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my goodness, you could do this. I didn't know about this. Here's a little pointer. So, that's a bonus that I just found out. If you want an exact price, precise clicking, you can do that. So that's pretty neat. Music. You can listen to songs. It has nice low cover art. And you can keep playing. You see, it just did a nice little effect there. And you can keep playing, of course. I haven't yet tested if you can play while playing a game. That would be interesting. As you can see, you can quickly pause and play. Go to the next song. Right from here. So that's pretty cool. Very nice. Videos. You can rent things, of course, and all that stuff, as well as stick your own videos on here. As you can see, here is an HD video. I'm going to try a video, but it's freaking cold and it's windy, so bear with me. That I took in. And it's windy, so. I don't know if I can. But I mean, just look at the quality of the screen here. That green is beautiful. Oops, sorry. Next on my applications is Paint Park. It's just something I downloaded. It's kind of like, you know how you can like paint weird random pictures with your friends, basically over the internet. It's kind of like that one game. Have you ever played or used Google Plus, like video chat, and then they got that little app you can draw with your friends? See there, paint with friends. And hello, but you know, it's kind of hard to draw because, of course, it's a capacitive screen, and capacitive screens are good and all, but not really for being really detailed, like for drawing. There, now he's a kitty. And now, I will attempt to, oh dang! Oh well. See, it's really off. There's a Lombax. Anyways, that's that. Nothing too special there. Content Manager. Basically, this is how you get some stuff to it, basically. You can transfer stuff from PC or your PS3 or whatever, and you can do it via Wi-Fi or USB connection, of course. And as you can just see, I'm connecting to my laptop like that. And see, I'm connected to my MacBook there, and you can either copy from your computer to here, or you can copy stuff from here to the PC, the computer, very easily. As well as you can back up, restore, and do things. It's actually a really nice little thing. So I can click that, and then I can, and then I can hit photo, even though I didn't mean to, but I was going to anyways. And now it's gonna things, and yeah. Like I'll copy over this picture of the Trans Am. Now I can view all pictures. And there it is. really nice and easy. Oh, and I forgot to show in the Pictures app is, yes, you can pinch and zoom and do all that wonderful stuff just like you can in all the other like smartphone things. Peel that away, close that. Next is Maps, and yes, it is Google Maps, so that's pretty cool. You know, some people are like, oh, why the heck is this on here? Like, well, it's a nice little touch, you know. I always like, I mean, I'm kind of weird, I guess. I like to browse the maps and all that, but this one, however, is, I mean, it's nice and it looks nice on here, but it's really slow. I mean, my connection's not that slow that it would cause it to render this slow. It's just this device. I mean, you can check other people's reviews and you can verify it's not just me. But, yeah, it's pretty slow. Hello! My phone renders it almost instantly. There you go. Finally, we can see the state. It's still thinking. There you go. You can do that. Search this location, directions, blah blah blah. You can hit this one, and you can switch to, you know, the other versions like the satellite map and all that, which also takes a very long time to load. You can hold down and place little flags. Apparently I put it in load eye. And it will try to detect where I live. And as you can probably tell, I am not anywhere near Los Angeles, California. I was close, where I was first zoomed in is where I live. Way over here. I live around here. Yeah, see, I live around Mazomania. How did it... I'm just good at this. Seriously, that's the next town over. Anyways, yeah. It's kind of a not very good Google Maps app, but I guess it works. Location, not so much. Email! Oh my goodness, I have 182 unread messages. Yes, this will do email. And it does it, not too bad. We'll just click this. As you can see, it loads the images and all that wonderful stuff rather well. And, look at that. That's things for savers. Yeah. However, other things like stuff with attachments. Now that's Tumblr. Here we go. This is a newsletter that we're supposed to have for work here. And it's a PDF file. And of course, I cannot open that. So, I mean, it works good as a basic email viewer. So, alright, settings. And that's where you can go to the user guide to find out everything. Put it on flight mode, update it, go to the network, PlayStation Network, application data, blah 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 blah, format and power save settings. Nothing too much I can show you there. And this is, of course, how you get to the user manual, because there is no paper one in the box. So everything is online, and this, I mean, this one does the job. I mean, you click basics to get into like all like the hardware features and all that stuff. That's that. Oops. No, I don't have notifications, and I know that. Netflix, of course, is Netflix, and it works. I mean, I'm not gonna really show Netflix. It's just like the PS3 user interface. Really, it's a lot. It's kind of slow and buggy. Well, I guess I should show it, but it just takes its sweet time. I mean, it works good and it plays videos nicely. It is just kind of a bit slow. I mean, you can use the touchscreen, but it's kind of a chore. There we go. Come on, Jimmy Dean. There we go. And no, my name is not Trisha. But there you go. See what I mean by that touchscreen? It's just easier to use the D-pad, because to go down you have to hit big buttons. They didn't actually, for some reason, decide to use, like a kinetic scrolling type feature. You gotta use big old buttons. So it's just a lot easier to use, the D-pad. As you can see, it's a bit slow, but it's not too bad. But I mean, like I said, the touchscreen type deals are not the greatest. Skype. Yes, you can Skype on your PS Vita. You could never do that on the PSP. I lied. You could do that on the PSP. But yeah, it's just kind of bringing it back. Although there's a problem with this. You can't send messages. You cannot send instant messages. All you can do is basically voice chat. And I think video chat, of course. But I haven't used it yet. Oops, I hit this. You can, of course, call home phones, but I have no credit, of course. So, yeah, like if I want to talk to my friend Matt here. If I want to talk to my friend Matt here, just like send a quick chat. I cannot. I only can video call him or call him. And I didn't want to do that because he's probably busy. So yeah, it's kind of a basic one. I mean, it looks pretty and it works, but you just can't send instant messages. And here is PlayStation Home Arcade, which is one of my favorite little things. Basically, PlayStation Home has this little arcade type deal where they actually have actual arcade cabinets, and like you see, it's just a home. And this has some of the games in there, like Icebreaker and all that in there. There's all my games. We'll switch it to this mode. And as you can see, there's Icebreaker from that. It comes with Wipeout 2D. It's just kind of like a top-down version of Wipeout. I'm gonna exit. But you can go to this and download. As you can see, there's some of them there, which I'm gonna launch right here, which is an awesome little feature. They should really implement sticking in a lot more of these classic arcades. As you can see, I am number 3. See, DJ. Come on, Jimmy. Trying to play through the viewfinder and it's not working very well. Yeah. I'm just gonna look at the actual game. I'm stuck. Wow, I'm really sucking today. Weirdly enough, this is actually easier than the actual arcade cabinet. Well, at least the one at our local arcade. They have a Centipede machine, and its kind of trackball is a bit dated, and it's not very fast. Dang it, I missed that. Good opportunity. There we go. Shee. But you get the idea. It works really good. And you see that didn't fill the whole screen because of course it is widescreen. But there are ones like Asteroid here, which can. See, I'm the only high score there. This can utilize the full screen because it's not really a That's what messed me up. The circle button kind of does that quick jump type deal, and not the rocket. There we go. I found myself actually playing the little arcade games on here more than actual PS Vita games. That's why there needs to be more. More! Bring more classics! I want to see Dig Dug and all the other ones. And some Galaga and all the greats. Oh. I forgot the last one. Frogger. I'm not going to show you the other ones as they're free things that you can also play on your PS3 if you have PlayStation Home. There's Frogger. Which I realized I'm not very good at Frogger. Oh yeah, this one still, has the black bars over here, so. Shit, I pressed over, not up. What the heck? See, I didn't do that, you pooping log. What the heck? I lost already. Oh yeah, I think I used the D-pad, that's why. Come here. Ah! Oh well. There you go. That one's a lot easier to play with the D-pad. And there's the Facebook app, which I'm not going to really show you because, like I could, but I'm going to have to blur out a bunch of things because I don't want to share my friends' names. It's a Facebook app and it works fine. It's just not the greatest, of course. It has had some glitches. It's got bugs, of course. I've seen it a couple times, and it kind of just freaks out, and it's kind of weird. Notifications up there. It's a bit slow. Notifications, notifications, notifications. Menu, refresh. Yeah, it works. Just slow. That's Twitter there. It's actually a pretty nice little Twitter client. Very pretty. There you go. And it scrolls nice. And of course you can click my name, and I don't remember how to get to my actual profile. Oh, well. What is this from? To us is cough. I don't think this person knows how to speak English. Anyways, there's my profile. I can see my tweets. And yes, the images work all stuff like that, and that's all fabulous. YouTube is actually very nice on it. It plays in nice HD. The application works nicely. It's got a nice, it browses easily. You can see it's kind of got that deal just like how on the desktop it is. You can view your subscriptions. Like, let's take an example. We'll go to this new one by Android Central. And, well, it's kind of hard to tell from here, but it's playing in nice. It's playing really nice and high definition quality. I mean, not full high definition yet, but what can you do? And you can hit this button and it'll go over to this corner. It'll continue to play over there. You can browse more over here. You can comment on it and check out the information. It's a really nice application. They did a good job with this YouTube app. You can go over here, you can check out recommended, you can search for things, your history, your favorites, all that. beautiful gubbins. Flickr, I haven't actually started this yet, so it's going to not be too beautiful, and I'm not going to log in yet. Foursquare, it's kind of, it's Foursquare, but it's a client for something that can't detect location very well unless the Wi-Fi is giving out a proper location of the IP. So, unless maybe you got a 3G one, and maybe that one can detect it for you. I don't know. However, this application, you see, I cannot obtain my thing, it works. However, it's just it's a bit old. I mean, this is like how Foursquare looked a long time ago. And yes, I'm not in Mar Vista. So, it's just kind of like an old user interface that you haven't seen for a while. So, that's that. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time is the game, and Jetpack is something I downloaded. So I might as well show the game that I actually have inserted. So let's get a little bit of gameplay. I don't know how much longer I have for the video because I'll run out of space again. I'm not going to show you a humongous amount of time of this. Yes, monkeys. And yeah, I've just basically started. There we go. You can kind of see the graphics. They are nice. I mean, it's not like PS3 or anything, but it's I'd say it's probably better than the PS2. So, although don't quote me on that, well, I think it is. Just from like the visuals of it, it's got a lot more definition and quality around the graphics than the old PS2 had. Takes a little bit to load, apparently. There we go. As you can see, you can look around and see Sly Cooper there. Yeah, I'd say it is better graphics than the old. I don't know, it's about the same. Ah. Oh shit. Oh darn. I don't know what I'm doing apparently. That didn't work. But yeah, you can kind of get some gameplay type deal out of this. I mean, don't actually know what I'm doing in the game, and I just basically started this, so. But it is a pretty fun game from what I've been playing. Shit, I'm gonna get in that Gonna get in the light. Shit. And yes, you can just pause that for a second and go over to the web browser and Google up something quick. And yes, you can take screenshots, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, you can Google something up quick and then jump back quickly to the game, which is a really nice feature. You don't have to actually leave the game to do something. The PS3 could take a note of this. Sony, you've done it here on the Vita, and the PS3, it's lacking that. You could probably update that, just an idea, And yeah, you can take screenshots by holding the PS button and start. And just take a screenshot. Did another one. Did another one. But yeah, there you go. That's my quick, well, it's not really quick, this is a pretty long review of the PS Vita. Overall, it's a really good system. It's really nice. It just has those stupid little things, whereas the stupid proprietary connector, proprietary memory card format, and it doesn't have a humongous library of games yet. Not like the DS, of course. So if you want my suggestion, I'd say wait still, even though this has been out for a year or so now, wait even a little bit longer, wait for the prices to drop down, wait for the applications and games to be more developed, and such, and then pick one up. So yeah, hopefully by then or something, and we'll see. So thank you very much for watching, and have a fabulous evening, day, night, whatever. Goodbye.